After all these years, Senpai, I was hoping it would never come to settling this with real swords.
Cut out that weak-sounding nonsense. Come on, it's between you and me. There can be only one victor.
Why are those two fighting on the road?
Someone else is here. Hey, get away from here, you two!
Yeah, we're disciples of the Kono Ito art, and are about to settle things with a duel. We don't want anyone getting in the way, especially outsiders like you who know nothing of the sword arts.
Whoa, come on now! You're the ones fighting in the middle of the road! And what do you mean, we know nothing of the sword arts? When it comes to wielding a sword, the traveler here is super strong.
So, you're just another person looking to steal our chance to compete. In that case, we'd better team up and deal with this outsider first. What say you, Senpai?
Sounds like a plan to me.
Teach me a lesson.
The audacity.
What's up with these guys? Oh, now they're suddenly charging at us! Ah, watch out!
This single chance belongs to the Kono Ito art.
Wind, hear me. Quietly now.
Strike first! Don't hold back! Break force! I dare you! Don't hold back! I dare you!
Barbados, guide us.
Hey! Don't hold back! Lay waste to the wicked! Show me what you've got!
Busted. Things are about to get dicey.
Watch your step!
Gotcha.
Train harder.
You finally got them to stop. Hey, you two! This is all just a big misunderstanding. We're just passing through here. We didn't want to steal anything.
Exactly, Palma. Exactly.
Oh, Senpai, how could this happen? This youngster completely overwhelmed us with only a few moves. I thought this would be our chance to show the power of the Kono Ito art to the world. Who knew we would be defeated before we even set foot in the arena?
No need to say any more. What happened here only proves that we're out of our depth. Master did always tell us that no matter how strong you may become, there is always someone stronger. But we didn't listen. As for this entry ticket, I'm afraid that no matter which of us use it, the results would be the same.
Wait, what are you two mumbling about? You guys were at each other's throats just a moment ago.
I'm sorry for the misunderstanding. We're disciples of the Kono Ito art. Just now, we were about to duel to see who would enter the Warrior Spirit sword fighting exhibition. This competition is very important to any practitioner of the sword arts, and since we rarely see anyone pass through here, we mistook you for a competitor trying to steal our entry ticket. Again, I apologize. Just a moment, please. If it wasn't for you, I would have never realized my own inadequacy.
Palma just looking like,
Right.
yeah,
Our
well.
fight just now was a real eye-opener. I know now that I must further cultivate both my mind and my swordsmanship. Senpai, I have an idea. Why don't we give the entry ticket to her?
Fine by me. Only a real swordsman is qualified to stand in the warrior spirit arena. We still require more training.
Wait. You mean you want the Traveler to compete instead of you?
It's up to you if you want to join. Either way, this entry ticket is useless to us now. We bid you two farewell.
Great. Thank you for a lot.
There they go! Just like that! Ugh. So what do we do about this entry ticket they left us?
Well, better to go, Palma.
Let Paimon see here. Warrior Spirit Sword Fighting Competition, hosted by the Yashiro Commission.
No,
Since it's being held by the Yashiro Commission, why don't we go to the Kamisato estate and ask about it?
Exactly. I heard that. It was exactly. Let's go to Ayato. You got a lot of explaining to do.
Traveler, Paimon, good to see you. Unfortunately, both the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato are out on business for the day. They are not here at the estate.
Oh, we're not here to see them today. Actually, we were hoping to ask about the Warrior Spirit Sword Fighting Exhibition. You know, the event being hosted by the Yashiro Commission.
Ah, so the Traveler wants to enter the competition too. I'm terribly sorry, but we were flooded with applicants and all the entry tickets were already issued last week. But if you want tickets to see the final exhibition match, I'll see what I can do. Perhaps I can get you some.
Oh, no! Let us explain. We were able to get our hands on an entry ticket today, but we haven't decided whether or not to participate. We wanted to get some info about it first. From the sound of it, this competition is really popular.
Indeed. Warrior Spirit is a competition with a rich history in Inazuma. Not only is it a good opportunity for martial artists to test their strength, but it is also a form of honor. The almighty Shogun hopes to use this opportunity to spread the elegance of the art of the sword to more people. The upcoming competition has introduced many new formats to appeal to a wide variety of spectators. Traveler, since you already have an entry ticket, you should enter the competition. It is a rare opportunity after all. By the way, given you've only heard about the competition today, you probably don't know yet, but Miss Kamisato just...
Why hesitate when faced with such a great opportunity? If you're not honored to be a part of Warrior Spirit, there's no need for you to hold on to that entry ticket. There are plenty of others who are eager to enter.
What are you saying, Hirotatsu? That's not how we speak to our guests.
I don't mean any insult, Madarame. On the contrary, I would love to see the Traveler in action. Everyone here has heard of you. Even Miss Kamisato thinks highly of you. I always assumed you'd be someone we'd all look up to. But now it seems everything we heard were nothing more than rumors. You lack spirit. And as for your swordsmanship, well, I'm sure it's mediocre at best. Otherwise, you wouldn't hesitate even for a second about joining the competition.
Hey, come on, Hirotatsu. The Traveler isn't from a martial family. Besides, spirit and swordsmanship can also be displayed other ways besides competitions.
Can you believe this guy? That makes two groups of people talking down to us on the same day!
seriously, calm down, Papa. Calm down. Just don't get all worked up.
But this Hero Tatsu guy doesn't even know you! How can he say that you lack spirit and ability? Oh, that's it! Paimon's mad now! Oh, he deserves an ugly nickname, oh, not the sharpest samurai!
You can run your mouth all you like, but this isn't something that can be proven with words. I, Hirotatsu, am a true warrior, and don't need to go around bragging to make a name for myself. I'll take my leave now.
I apologize about Hirotatsu. He's the type of person that tends to just say whatever comes to his mind.
Does that mean you're entering the competition? Great! Paimon approves! Show not the sharpest samurai that you're the real deal!
The competition starts on Rito in 2 days. I didn't get a chance to tell you just now, but Miss Kamisato left for Rito today to discuss competition matters with Miss Hiragi Chisato.
Oh, really? In that case, let's go meet Ayaka and Rito! We can ask her for more details about the competition!
Traveler Paimon, nice to see you again. Welcome back to Inazuma.
Nice to see you too, Ayaka! Actually, we've decided to enter the Warrior Spirit sword fighting exhibition. We heard you two were making preparations on Rito, so we thought we'd come and check things out.
What a coincidence. We just finished talking about the Archon's emissary and whether the Traveler would be interested in the exhibition. And now here you are.
The Archon's emissary? What's that?
Oh, you've never heard of it? Didn't you come rushing back to Inazuma because of Miss Ayaka's letter?
Letter? What letter?
Never mind that now. Paimon, you were asking about the Archon's emissary?
Yeah, what's that?
The Archon's emissary has a special responsibility in the Warrior Spirit event. However, it's hard to describe without touching on the origins of this event. Warrior Spirit originated from ancient Inazuman legends. It is said that a long time ago, the martial artist who is crowned champion would be granted the special honor of meeting and engaging in a sword duel with the Almighty Shogun. However, the Almighty Shogun was far more powerful than any human being. In a direct confrontation, the duel would be over in an instant. Therefore, the Almighty Shogun would send one of her familiars as an emissary to the martial artist, who would then provide assistance and protection in the fight against the Shogun. Because the Almighty Shogun decided to convey her skills and the will to protect the citizens of Inazuma through the form of martial arts, the duel was then aptly named Warrior Spirit. Later, the event evolved into a competition that focused on the art of swordsmanship, and the tradition of a duel with the divine has been retained as the final exhibition match of the competition. This final match allows later generations to understand the origin of warrior spirit and the meaning of martial arts.
Whoa! Sounds like a pretty important event.
Yes. Nowadays, the Almighty Shogun won't attend the exhibition match in person, but she will still send a special envoy to fight on her behalf to display her divine strength. Of course, the role of the martial artist goes to the winner of the competition, and the divine familiar will be fulfilled by a true swordsman, a role also known as the Archon's emissary. This time, I will be fulfilling the role of the Archon's emissary.
Oh, so that's what this is all about. Paimon gets why this competition is so popular now. After all, Ayaka is popular among the citizens of Inazuma.
Paimon's right. Though the Shirasagi Himegimi attends some festival ceremonies from time to time, it's not often that we get to see her excellent swordsmanship up close. The Almighty Shogun said that this time, we need to host a competition aimed at the public and recruit a powerful ambassador to promote it. With that in mind, Ayaka was appointed as the Archon's emissary. Oh, and by the way, this is Onodera from Yae Publishing House. He specializes in organizing events and was sent to assist us. He was the one who suggested that Ayaka be the Archon's emissary. In addition, he proposed 2 strategies to increase the popularity of the competition: expanding the target audience and increasing word of mouth. His ideas have been most effective.
Wow, those ideas sound pretty professional. But, what do they actually mean?
Well, expanding the target audience means getting more people involved in the competition. Previously, competitors were required to be practitioners of one of Inazuma's schools of swordsmanship. However, this time, the requirements are different. Anyone who has a passion for martial arts can participate, regardless of nationality or status. Some combat regulations have similarly been adjusted. Weapons are no longer limited to one-handed swords. Any close-range weapon that meets the length and weight requirements can be used. As for increasing word of mouth, in my personal experience, the most effective method is to hold a vote. That's right. In the past, it was the Almighty Shogun who decided what the Archon's emissary would wear in the exhibition match. But this time, with support from the Almighty Shogun, we'll be giving that choice to the audience. People can vote on one of the 4 seasonal styles, such as cherry blossoms or autumn leaves. Miss Kamisato will wear whichever outfit receives the most votes.
Although voting won't begin until the day of the competition, my retainers have already been speculating on which theme will win.
These plans are only possible because Miss Kamisato agreed to be the Archon's emissary. I know this must be a lot of pressure for you, Miss Kamisato.
No, not at all. It's an honor for me to have an opportunity to promote the sword arts. If anything, it's your dedication to the event that everyone will appreciate.
You flatter me, Miss Kamisato. Now then, I must get back to preparing some final details regarding the vote. So please, excuse me.
Traveler Paimon, now that you're here, Miss Chisato and I can show you around the competition venue.
That'd be great! Let's go! Now this is an arena. Oh, Paimon had no idea the Outlander Affairs Agency would have a place like this.
This is the indoor training area for the Kanjo Commission. It's thanks to Miss Chisato that we were able to use this venue.
You're very welcome, Miss Hayaka. I'm only happy I could help.
Ooh, Chisato, what's that over there?
Oh, that? Well, it's...
Traveler, do you have a moment to talk? Where should I begin? Ah, yes, that. Nothing slips by you. To be honest, I felt a little apprehensive when I first heard that everyone wanted me to be the Archon's emissary. I've been making public appearances ever since I was a child, but this is the first time I've ever acted as the ambassador for such an event. Not to mention wearing an extravagant outfit while participating in combat. In the past, only the most skilled swordsmen of a reputable clan in Inazuma were qualified to be the Archon's emissary. I'm afraid my skills can't even begin to compare to theirs. I was worried that I might not be up to the task, so I wanted to write to you and ask for your advice at that time. Yes, I know. But that's probably why I didn't send the letter in the end. You've helped me many times before, and you've always lent me your ear when I speak about my troubles. But if I'm always turning to you for help, it almost feels like you're somehow besting me. Is it strange for a friend to think that way?
Not at all.
Thank you. I was really delighted to learn that you also entered the competition.
Hey, Ayaka! Uh-huh? What were you two chatting about?
I was just saying that it's delightful to have the Traveler join the competition. Given her reputation in Inazuma, the competition is sure to be even more exciting.
Yep! Having the Traveler join will definitely heat things up a little.
Paimon's right. I look forward to seeing you perform.
It's getting late and Miss Chisato and I must return now. The two of you should have a good rest for the next couple days. I'll see you on the day of the competition.
Thanks, you two! Will do! See you on the day of the competition!
All right. Woo! Going to my Serenity Pot. Serenity Teapot. Serenity Teapot. Why am I munching on my salt and vinegar chips?
This realm is If you ever have any...
Woo. Yo. I'm just upset with the voice.
What is it that you would like to learn more about? Different forms of pressure-based puzzle mechanisms? The base layer design of elemental monuments? Huh. Wait. Did you forget to call me Madam Farozan just now when you asked your question? Serious question. Why don't you become my student? I'll tailor research topics to your needs and thoroughly explain everything you need to know. We can focus on practical ways to unlock modern-age puzzle mechanisms and build on that with some work on the deciphering of associated texts. I've walked the walk, so I can promise you that everything you'd learn would be a great boon for your future adventures. There's no reason not to trust me.
She sound like a dang official in a way. I'm sorry.
I've visited numerous ruins of all shapes and sizes and interpreted what scant texts and symbols I could find. Ruined drakes are indeed mechanisms of the highest order. Well, perhaps mechanism isn't the best word for them. You could argue that they're antiquated living organisms that have managed to survive until the present day. Knowledge is naturally something that cannot be limited or restrained. It's like how Kasharawar can utilize Haravatat's research findings. All scholars will be grateful to Lesser Lord Kusanali for releasing the Academia. No, the entire City of Wisdom from the shackles of selfish desires. All who thirst for knowledge are now afforded the opportunity to search for treasures in the vast sea of knowledge. One of my favorite projects is researching rainforest ruins. Oh, right. I should ask Tainari to come with me next time. It's always fun to travel with the living copy of the Rainforest Survival Guide. I must say, even though I've been around for more than 100 years, he's seen far more varieties of fungi than I've had the chance to taste. Ah, Kale. She's respectful toward her elders, diligent, and has a hard-working attitude. Truly the perfect student. Children like her deserve all the affection and praise. Tainari really has no reason to be as strict as he has been. I need to find a way to win her over. What I meant to say was, as a senior scholar, I should find ways to improve the learning environment of younger students. Sino's jokes are composed using modern words and language patterns, but I still struggle to decipher any hidden meaning from his grammar and prose. Huh? It's all just literal meanings and homophones? Really? Then those jokes don't have any substance at all. Sometimes she'll lower her head and keep her distance when she sees me. However, she's all smiles and greetings at night. I don't quite get her. Anyway, most kids in Ratawas are geniuses. A quirk or two isn't anything to concern myself with.
The audacity.
Kave's a good kid with great potential. I had a casual chat with him once about some principles of mechanism construction. How should I put it? He's too much of an artsy romantic, but at least he has some original ideas, which is rare nowadays. I've heard that he's fallen on some hard times, so I'm planning to invite him out for a good meal once my funding gets approved. It'll happen soon, promise. I remember her. She's a courteous girl. I've only been to the Grand Bazaar a few times, but she's already remembered my name and face. And she's even tried to get the others to stop arguing with me. She really gets it. All youngsters should be more like her. If I didn't accidentally lose myself in that King Deshret ruin, I could have contributed even more.
Oops. My bad. Nah. But I need to. I need to.
It's a little early for me. Let me get a cup of coffee first.
Bathroom, right here.
I'll be taking some time for myself now. Goodbye.
Barmanos, muchacho. See you later. I don't care. Be gone. She's like, I do not care, muchacho.
Wait. Huh?
My poor Kaveh. How dare you take his key, sir? Get Kaveh his key back to the house. Me buzzer. Well, that's what. Bye bye, voice actor. You got a bit. Kick to the curb.
I heard he was the one who built the magnificent palace of Alcazar. He must have had a wonderful time making such a masterpiece, like when I'm in the middle of dance practice. Just thinking about dancing for everyone gives me so much happiness and motivation.
No, there's something here then. Right there.
The Grand Bazaar occasionally hosts other kinds of performances, such as juggling showcases. I've tried juggling before, but I always end up catching the balls with my head. Mr. Zubair and everyone else just laughed at me. They probably thought I had really good hand-eye coordination. I've been exposed.
Poor Nilou. Where am I, Nilou? But you and Sano still made the cutest couple. I gotta get your weapon. The weapon you have is kind of sucky. You see, it's that kind of sucky. Kuching. Scaramouche. Nigga, we just got to, cause your butt is just funny.
I'll leave that kind of thing to fate. Obsessing over something that's destined to be ever out of one's reach is just a waste of time. I have more important things to attend to at the moment. Although the idea of divine favor makes me a little ill, I'm not going to be picky about a new source of power. You think there's some kind of meaning behind the element of animo? Why did that thought even occur to you? The gods aren't guided by any kind of rationality or moral compass. Haven't I shown that to you already? Look, the birds are showing off their plumage, the squirrels are busy hoarding food, and humans are laboring for their livelihoods. Truly, simple animals don't need anything complicated to be fulfilled. While I still had value as a pawn, she might have had other reasons to keep me alive. It's certainly possible that it was because she's wise or benevolent. or happen to see a hint of loneliness within me. You think I'm trying to think the worst of her? Ha! Did you really expect anything else? In case you've forgotten, I'm no saint.
Nah, we know. You're a little troublemaker.
She completely neglected her own creation. And to add insult to injury, she said it was because she couldn't bring herself to intervene in my fate. Everyone praises her for her kindness and benevolence. But they forget that love is also a form of sin. What if she's just trying to compensate for something?
Oh.
The Jester is a survivor of Conria. Besides that singular fact, I know very little about him, and never had any kind of close association with him. He seems to want something from me, though. In the past, he assigned to me many important tasks, including a number of trips to the Abyss. The ever-righteous captain, the brave and fearless captain, the nigh-invincible captain. Even my mechanical ears demand maintenance after listening to so many compliments from the members of the Fatui. Don't you think that possessing absolute righteousness is actually a latent danger? And that's without taking his great personal strength into account.
The doctor. The doctor. The doctor.
It's a pity that Lesser Lord Kusanali already forced him to erase so many of his segments. The joy I would have derived from slicing them apart, one by one. Let me ask. What should you do if you were to encounter a damsel who is oblivious and innocent at any given time, and unconcerned and unfeeling in any given situation? If it were me, I could at least challenge her to a fight. But if it were you, with your conscience, I would stay away from her. A wolf in sheep's clothing. To exert a higher level of control over people, she puts on a graceful and cordial front. Most of those who have seen her true crazy self have gone poof. Only someone as dense as Child would think the rooster's looking after him and his family out of the goodness of his heart. Although the mayor has indeed done a number of things for their benefit, anyone with a brain would be able to tell that the underlying meaning is, your entire family is in my hands. She has a terrible personality and cares for nothing outside of her own research. But even with that amount of dedication, she still produced a copious amount of garbage, and could only secure a ranking that's still one whole place beneath my own. How pitiful. Oh, the 9th rank guy. He's obsessed with the idea of fair exchange, to the point of wanting to overthrow the natural imbalance between gods and humans. But I guess it's just how ordinary mortals are like. It's easy for them to come up with pointless delusions. Honestly, it's nothing worth writing home about. Just like how there's also nothing impressive about his abilities or choice of partner. Anyone who chooses to work closely with a doctor is sure to meet a nasty end.
What you trying to say, Squirrel? Huh? What you trying to say about my Pentalona? That I need to be careful because him and the doctor are friends?
He's simple of mind and not that strong of body. Naming him to the lowest ranked seat lowered the Harbinger's collective prestige. Thankfully, I'm no longer part of that group.
Yeah, you was, but not anymore.
Nothing remained in her ashes. I have no interest in those who have lost their future. A smooth-talking yokai. Though she pretends to care about humans to gain the favor of her god, all she seeks are entertaining ways to pass her time.
Oh, girl. It sounds like you upset there. But that's your other mama, little boy.
You speak of the descendant of the Kaitahara clan? Then isn't he... Wait. He also possesses an animo vision? And even managed to take on the Raiden Shogun's Musa no Hirotachi? I once thought that deification would allow me to get rid of all my pointless emotions. But I've since abandoned that view. Anger, whether it be from others or myself, is too convenient and useful as a tool. How can some people just never become angry? I find that impossible to even imagine. Do they just not have a single mean bone in their bodies?
Something like that.
Lady Miko? What about her? Every time Miss Kamisato sends me out to deliver messages, my least favorite destination is the Grand Narukami Shrine. Oh, not because Lady Miko scares the bejeebers out of me. It's, respect. Yes, she strikes respect deep into my heart. In my homeland of Mondstadt, almost everyone has great reverence for the Animo Archon Barbados. But people in Inazuma feel a little differently toward the Shogun. How can I put this? They feel love, respect, gratitude, but also fear. Honestly, I don't harbor any resentment toward the Shogun. Yes, she almost took my vision away, but ultimately, that's just because of her unique perspective. Everyone has their own perspective. There's nothing strange about that. The only thing I don't understand is her goal in doing so. What does she imagine eternity really looks like for Inazuma? And why is sacrificing her people's aspirations so necessary to achieve it? I can neither understand nor agree with her approach. The Captain of the Crux. A formidable woman indeed. She once promised to take me out onto the open ocean to get a look at the thunderstorm that seals off Inazuma from the outside world. It's a shame that to this day, I've never had the chance to take her up on the offer. As the head of the Kamisato clan, he's in a tough position. With all the political upheaval, he has to contend with public disquiet on one hand, and a bunch of self-serving degenerate public officials on the other. It's best not to dwell on it. All I can do is make sure to look out for him when he's at home.
Oh, you sweet. You so sweet.
Milady is in all respects a well-rounded person. Erudite, compassionate, well-mannered, and elegant. The one thing she could do better is to speak her mind more. In fact, watch out for this the next time you're talking to her. Sometimes she looks like she's about to say something, but then she holds back. If that happens, keep asking her opinion. See if you can encourage her to open up a little. Of Naganohara Fireworks fame? She's so easy to get along with. Super straightforward, just says whatever she thinks. Oh, and Naganohara Fireworks are just incredible. You should take every chance you get to see them in action. Ah, on that note, here, have a coupon. Ah, Sayu. Stubborn Sayu. I've asked her countless times to teach me ninjutsu, but she always refuses. She even goes out of her way to avoid me now. I'm just a student looking for a teacher. Am I really that out of line?
Yeah, Mom, maybe.
The Tenryo Commission General. Make sure to be extra careful if you have any dealings with her. She has a lot of power in her hands, and she's not very open to persuasion. Smiling and batting your eyelids certainly won't get you anywhere with her. Word on the street is that he's quite a character. Apparently, he even has yokai heritage. Have you met him? If you two are close, maybe you can introduce me sometime. It's good to make friends from all walks of life, yokai included.
Then why the hell you scare a freaking gay Mako?
That guy is a detective for the Tenryo Commission. He seems to have his own way of doing things, not the easiest person to get along with. Also, any situation that involves a detective is probably not one that's going to end well. I think I'll keep on giving him a wide berth.
Okay, that sounds suspicious, my buddy.
Oh? So Jean from the Gunhilder clan is the master of the Knights of Favonius now? She definitely deserves it. She's known all over for her impeccable conduct. Oh, just the acting Grandmaster? Well, someone of her standing won't care about titles.
No, I don't. She don't.
You've had a run-in with Eula Lawrence before, huh? All I know is that their whole family are about the worst-tempered people you could ever meet. You're better off steering clear of them if you can help it. Now I'm in a Mondstadt mood again. The memories. Anything I can lend a hand with? If something needs doing around the house, or you're having some interpersonal strife, just say the word. A conversation? I see. That's a little different from what I'm used to, but I'm all for it. I'm not from Inazuma originally. I think I've told you that before, right? I took a boat all the way here from Mondstadt, found I liked the place, and was also lucky enough to meet the wonderful Kamisato siblings, so I just ended up staying. I get homesick once in a while too, so I completely relate to all the international merchants on Rito. I try to look out for them as much as I can. The difference between us is that they see themselves as just passing by, and have no intention of trying to integrate here. And because that's how they think, it becomes their reality. The majority of Inazumans will never see them as anything more than outsiders. I've been really getting into stories about the unnatural recently, especially ones about shape-shifting yokai. They're so fascinating. Before that, I was really into ninjutsu for a while, and before that... You think I'm not dedicated enough? No, it's not like that. You got me all wrong.
Already now.
I'm in a real pickle here. The chief is hosting a banquet for his friends tonight, and he says he wants me to splurge a little by cooking some butter crab. The only problem is that for the last 2 days, I haven't been able to buy crab anywhere. So, what? Am I gonna have to dive into the ocean and grab them myself? Without a doubt, my favorite food is rice cake soup. I like cooking up a big, delicious potful for everyone to share. It's a recipe for a good time. As far as food is concerned, I'm fine with anything. If we're counting beverages, though, I'm not very good with alcohol. Yeah, don't laugh. And before you say it, yes, I've wondered what this says about my identity as a Mondstadter. But, you know, too much alcohol is bad for you anyway, so not drinking is a good thing.
Damn.
Delicious. Could I get another bowl of rice? Are you free right now? Would you mind sharing some of your cooking tips with me? I don't think I've ever tasted anything like this. Oh, it's not too bad, though.
Already now.
Really? This will make me stronger? You better not be kidding. I have stacks of laundry to do. It feels like a fire inside of me has just begun to burn.
That's a little detail her outfit. It's so cute. And my boy, Hispano Sayo Alejandro. Ooh, birthday 6/20. Ooh. We're gonna be definitely be working on you, cause yeah, I got you deals. We are going to keep doing this. Yes, you got your weapon too at the same time. I was lucky at the last minute. At the last minute, Sino, your weapon came to you. So I'm so happy with it. And I don't care at the moment. Until the battle server reran again, I'll probably go for the weapon again. Hi, your little adorable self. Charlie.
You speak of the young Adeptus of Guili Plains. Still fulfilling his duty to this very day. Please, give this Remedium Tertiorum to him on my behalf. Oh, yes. Be sure not to let Paimon eat them. Nothing of this world can withstand the power of this medicine. It reeks of wine. That bard has just been through here, hasn't he? That drunkard is a disgrace to the arts. Oh. Has he tricked you into getting drunk? You're slurring a little. Wait a moment. I'll brew a pot of sobering tea. It'll be ready in only 6 hours, so just wait a moment.
Wow, it was only 6 hours. I would be silver by then.
Despite the multitude of affairs that she deals with in a day, Ningguang always continues to press on. A rare gem indeed. I'm reminded of the time that she used to walk barefoot from Yaoguang Shoal to the South Wharf, trying to sell her wares as she went. Time is cruel to humans. The current overseer of the funeral parlor? I cannot deal with that child.
Oh.
That rascal from Snezhnaya has yet to depart from Liyue. No matter. Just let me know if he gives you any trouble. I shall deal with the matter swiftly. It's said that Child and his reputation have yet again stirred up waves among the inner ranks of the Fatui. Knowing his type, he will be sure to swiftly depose anyone who dares to challenge his actions. Come to think of it, there will be a lot of interesting news to be heard the next time we gather for drinks. Care to join me when the time comes, traveler? Liyue's prosperity has not merely been built on Rex Lapis's oracles or wisdom. It is also thanks to the countless servants of the Geo Archon who have honored their end of the contract. Of them, Ganyu is the one who has served for the longest time. If you want to know about her past, you should ask her about it. I fear my wording would not be delicate enough to receive her approval. She is the most impious of the Qixing, but I actually find the conviction of such people quite endearing. The only reason I was able to consider taking a step back from such overarching management of Liyue was because there are people like her. People who speak up when they believe themselves to be right, and then go and do something decisive about it. Despite never having signed a contract with me, she upholds order within many strata of Liyue society in her own way, dispelling misconceptions and correcting biases. Should her father one day return from his travels, I imagine that he would be even more delighted than I. Time tempers all volition. Yet she would give up everyone for her beliefs. Perhaps it is for this very reason that she has come to where she stands today. Should the chance come by me, I too would like to learn of the eternity for which she so earnestly endeavors. As well as ruling over all of Sumeru, the god of wisdom Bur has a duty to guard Irminsul. Only one who possesses great wisdom could hope to shoulder these responsibilities. All life in Tevat owes her gratitude for saving Irminsul. Why is it that once you finally get a break, rather than taking a rest, you instead come to me? Is it that you want to hear one of my stories? Have you heard of the origin of the Black Cliff Forge? In the past, they would mine the ore veins of Mount Tianhong, and then replace the cavities with factory equipment. Tunnels run in all directions throughout the mountain. Some even run to the ruins, deep within the earth. I doubt there is a person today who could map out all the tunnels. Have you heard of the origins of the Lantern Rite? In a war long ago, the people of Liyue would release lanterns to remind their soldiers of the way home, and to never lose sight of themselves. Though, in this day and age, I doubt there are any that remember. The God of Contracts. Have you heard of him? He has an impressive memory. He remembers the name of every person he comes across, and the date that every ship built in Liyue set sail. After all, only in being able to do so can he memorize all of the contracts he holds. With that said, not every memory is a happy one. For those that live too long, the friends of days gone by and scenes from their adventures live on in their memories. As such, I have no regrets in meeting you, friend. Should the day ever come that we are not together, you will continue to shine like gold in my memories. I enjoy partaking in walks through the city, when time permits. I find it very calming. Yes. Just when did this feeling begin? To get people to abide by a contract and act in accordance with the guidelines set out within is simply to ask them to respect the concept of fairness. It is not a large request. How are there those who still do not understand such simplicity? There was once a drink I used to enjoy with friends, long ago. Is it because the climate has changed? A shame I will never be able to relish in its smooth flavor again. I don't like seafood. Just seeing it reminds me of that slimy texture, and that scent that just won't wash off. As for why I hate it, it's a long story. So let's just say my memory is a little too good. The finest ingredients cooked with true expertise. Matisse. This is no small feat. The art of gastronomy is a fascinating one. That it appeals to you comes as no surprise. Since you seem to have some time on your hands, why don't we find a quiet place and I'll share one of my stories with you? It seems my strength is returning. Not a lot, but enough. My power is growing, and so with it grows the burden on my body. I'm okay. My structure is not the same as that of normal people. Please, do not worry yourself.
D-Loop, you're so sexy. Can I? Nope. 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 One constellation. I'm sure you need to get your weapon. I think I should do that. I don't know about that little new. Yep, that's new.
Hello. It's nice and quiet here. Thank you for inviting me. It's alright. I see that you opted for a diverse range of decorative styles. Doesn't entirely suit my preferences, but that's fine with me.
I can wait for them to get coffee though.
It's hard to say. I value practicality. Aesthetics aren't generally something I put into consideration. But that's just my personal inclination. It may not work for you. After all, I'm not familiar with every single detail of your life. The top priority when furnishing a space is the owner's satisfaction. Everything else is secondary.
How many reports do I have left to write? 4? No, 5. No. I gotta stop worrying so much about everything. The whole point of me taking a vacation was to come here and relax. When did you get back? Sure, that would be nice. Let me think about what would be interesting for you. I know. The Sighing Spirit of the Laboratory. Ever heard of it? So there's some things you don't know then. Okay, so get this. There's this creepy laboratory in our institute where strange things happen. Several people say that when they've walked by that lab at night, they heard the sound of someone sighing inside. But then, when they opened the door to check, the room was completely dark, and there was nobody inside. Weird stuff like this happens a couple times a week, and it's bad luck for the one who hears it. It means you'll flunk your next exam. Huh? You don't believe it? Just ask my classmates. Almost everyone will tell you the same. And even the ones who don't believe it still go out of their way to avoid that place. Nobody wants to risk failing their exams, you know?
I'm the queen of the world. Now to name my husband, my other husband, he be right there, and that's the sign though. And yes, I have hype man all the way over there. My little friend, yeah, make her go away, your little crazy self.
Oh, hey there. Wanna play a clapping game? Sure, I'd be happy to. What do you want to chat about? Huh? Mine? I've been wondering which came first. The audience or the performance? I'd probably have to sift through a whole bunch of documents and stuff if I really wanted to get that answer. But I'm no good at things like that. So it's just a random thought. Oh no, we were supposed to chat together, but I've been doing all the talking. Alright, the ball's back to you. Catch! I want to hear about your experiences and the people you've met. Tell me all about them. I'm all ears.
Oh, well, hello. What brings you to see me today? If there's anything weighing on your mind, you can always talk to me. I'm always happy to listen to other people's problems. Who knows, I might even try to help you come up with a solution. Need someone to talk to, hmm? Oh, what's the matter? Are you feeling lonely? Well, as luck would have it, I happen to be in a good mood today. How about I tell you a story from long ago, hmm? Long, long ago, there was a little child who suddenly turned up at the shrine one day. In her arms, she was carrying a little fox on the brink of death. She knelt before Kitsune Saigu and begged her to save her friend. The child said the fox had started appearing frequently in the village ever since she had fed it some fried tofu. But it wasn't long before misfortune struck. Now that the fox had let down its guard, a vicious dog from the village seized the chance to attack, delivering a near-fatal bite. Heartbroken and riddled with guilt, the child decided to bring the injured fox to the shrine for help. Kitsune Saigu granted her request and agreed to nurse the little fox back to health. Worried that the little girl would be lonely without her companion, Kitsune Saigu decided to ask another member of her kin to keep the little girl company for a few days. I was the one she asked. Well, obviously, being the fabulously beautiful fox that I am, it wasn't long before the little girl was crazy about me. Not only would she buy me all sorts of tasty treats to eat, she would pamper me day in and day out. She always wanted me by her side, even when she was sleeping. After 2 days, the little fox had recovered, and I accompanied the girl back to the shrine. Upon our arrival, Kitsune Saigu asked the girl which fox was her favorite. The one she had made friends with originally, or the new one? She hesitantly looked back and forth between me and her old fox friend. But when her own fox trotted up and whimpered to her, she finally set me down. The fox you gave me is very beautiful, Miss Shrine Maiden, but I still love my old friend the most. Finally, the child offered some fried tofu to thank me for accompanying her, then left with her little fox friend. Wait a moment, child. You're not planning to just leave it at that, are you? Come on, I've told you my story. Now it's your turn. Shouldn't you offer me something in exchange? I suppose that will do. But could you try to spice it up a bit? Tell it as if it were a bestseller from Yai Publishing House.
Okay, you know, I'm gonna be honest, we want to do a new game, so...